Hi friends, welcome aboard this journey of stories. Today we're going to talk about some enigmatic characters who have become an essential part of Christmas folklore. The three wise men. Who were they? Did they really exist? Why are they fundamental to the story of Christmas? Their story is a mix of myth, legend, and perhaps reality. Without them, the Christmas celebration as we know it today would be incomplete. Before we begin, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more fascinating stories like this one. Now, get ready, because we are about to delve into the mystery of the three wise men. The story of the three wise men comes from the Gospel of Matthew, the only one to mention these characters. Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the time of King Herod. Some wise men from the east arrived in Jerusalem asking, "Where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star in the east and have come to worship him." This text has sparked centuries of interpretations. It is mentioned that the wise men offered gold, frankincense, and myrrh, and that they returned by another route after being warned in a dream not to go back to Herod. But who were these wise men? Matthew neither calls them kings nor says there were three of them. This detail was added over time, becoming consolidated centuries later as part of Christian tradition. The Greek term used in the Gospel is magoi, which originally referred to wise men, astronomers, or priests from the East, probably Persia, where the predominant religion was Zoroastrianism. Over time, translations led to their interpretation as magicians, evoking images of sorcery and alchemy. However, in their original context, they were observers of stars and astronomical phenomena. There has been much debate about the star they followed. Some suggest that it could have been a planetary conjunction between Jupiter, Mars, and Saturn that occurred between the years 6 and 7 BC, a phenomenon that would have been visible as a bright light in the sky. Therefore, the Magi were not magicians in the sense that we understand it today, but wise priests who interpreted celestial signs as divine messages. The arrival of the wise men in Jerusalem aroused the fear of King Herod, a paranoid ruler who had eliminated his own family for fear of losing the throne. Upon hearing about the birth of a king of the Jews, he asked the wise men to return to inform him of the exact location. After finding the baby Jesus, the wise men, warned in a dream, returned to their land by another route, which angered Herod. This led to the massacre of the innocents, where he ordered the killing of all children under 2 years old in Bethlehem. Why this age range? It is believed that the wise men took up to 2 years to arrive from the east, as they traveled with a large entourage and depended on weather and logistical conditions to advance. The three gifts brought by the wise men have a deep meaning. Gold represents Jesus' royalty as King of the world. Frankincense, a tribute to his divinity, as it was used in religious ceremonies to honor the gods. Myrrh, a symbol of his mortality and suffering, as this resin was used in embalming. These offerings were not just expensive gifts, but metaphors for Jesus' role in humanity, King, God, and Redeemer. It was not until the 5th century that Christian tradition officially established them as three wise men. This is because Pope Leo I linked the story to the symbolism of the three human races known at the time. Melchior represented the Europeans, Caspar the Asians, Balthazar the Africans. Thus, the idea that Jesus was the savior of all humanity, regardless of race or nationality, was reinforced. Over time, the three wise men became a fundamental part of Christmas traditions, especially in countries like Spain and Latin America, where their figure is as important as Santa Claus. In Spain, the Three Kings parades are one of the most anticipated events, and January 6th is celebrated with the giving of gifts to children. In Latin America, especially in countries like Mexico and Colombia, the three wise men are the ones who bring the gifts, symbolizing their visit to baby Jesus. The three wise men, although shrouded in mystery, are characters that unite history, religion, and culture. They represent the encounter between the divine and the human, and their legacy lives on every year in the celebration of Christmas. If you're enjoying this, give it a thumbs up, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. The three wise men, legends, relics, and their mark on history. Now we will travel through time to discover the legends surrounding their relics, the possible locations of their origin, and how they influenced the construction of one of the most impressive cathedrals in the world. Where did the three wise men come from? Although the Gospel describes them as coming from the east, their exact place of origin is a matter of debate. Some scholars place them in Persia, based on the connection with Zoroastrianism and its tradition of astronomical observation. Others link them to Arabia, because of mentions in the Old Testament that describe kings bringing gold and frankincense from Sheba. Places like Azerbaijan and regions of the Himalayas have even been proposed. In any case, what seems certain is that they were travelers from distant lands, attracted by an astronomical event that they interpreted as the sign of the birth of a great king. The legend of their relics begins with Saint Helena, mother of Emperor Constantine, who supposedly discovered them in the Holy Land. They were first moved to Constantinople and later to medieval Milan. In the year 1164, Emperor Frederick Barbarossa sacked Milan and took the relics to Cologne Cathedral in Germany, where they remain to this day. Are they authentic? Although there is no evidence to confirm their authenticity, these relics became one of the church's greatest treasures. Cologne Cathedral took more than 6 centuries to complete, driven largely by the fervor surrounding the three wise men. During the Middle Ages, the three wise men became symbols of pilgrimage and devotion. In some accounts, they are described as traveling with entourages of hundreds of people, almost like royal caravans. The number of wise men also varies according to tradition, reaching up to 12 in certain Eastern texts. The medieval imagination, fueled by the accounts of travelers like Marco Polo, placed the three wise men at the center of a universe full of mystery and exoticism. Today, the three wise men are protagonists of Christmas traditions in many cultures. Their story remains a mixture of faith, legend, and symbolism, reminding us that Christmas is not just a celebration, but a time to reflect on unity and diversity. The three wise men invite us to look at the sky with wonder, as they did, searching for signs of something greater than ourselves. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to share, like, and leave your comments. What's your favorite part of this incredible story? See you in the next video.